Witness TV 13, the People Station.
The streets of Abaco claims another life. 3 men hauled before the courts, and a new batch of students now certified in computers.
Newsnight 13 at 6:30 starts now.
First, 2011. I'm Shasheena Rolle, sitting in for Keisha Edgecombe. It is good as always to have you with us. Topping news at the hour, 2 young Bahamians are dead following a shooting incident in Florida. According to police reports out of the U.S., around 11:18 Friday night, members of the Pembroke Pines Police and Fire Rescue responded to the 1100 block of Southwest 16th Street after receiving numerous calls from persons who reported hearing gunshots in the area. Police say when they arrived on the scene, they found 1 young man dead and a second young man who was transported to a nearby hospital. Now, police in Pembroke Pines have not released the identity of the victims. However, ZNS News has learned that the 2 young men are graduates of the St. George's High School. We understand that one of them is 20-year-old Michael Knowles of Freeport, and the second is Dino Reed. In other news, police over on the island of Abaco are investigating a deadly traffic accident in the vicinity of S.C. Boodle near Joe's Creek. The accident took place shortly after 11 on Friday night. Officer in charge of Abaco, Superintendent Noel Curry, has the details.
Found a truck, a green 2006 Nissan Titan truck overturned. Also in the immediate area, we found a male lying on the ground. EMS personnel took immediate steps to preserve life, which proved fruitless. The body was eventually pronounced dead by Dr. Swarner here at Marsha Harbor Government Clinic.
The victim and a male passenger were traveling in a green 2006 Nissan Titan when the accident occurred. The passenger, said to be in his late 30s, sustained minor injuries.
In our initial investigations, we believe speeding might have been a factor in this particular incident. Right now, we have the name of the driver and the passenger, but we want to pay homage to the family, pay the greatest respects to them, and so we would not release it at this time.
Now, the victim has since been identified as Omar Penn of Abaco. In other news, a 47-year-old resident of Boodle Bay was shot in the neck during an apparent home invasion in West Grand Bahama over the weekend. Police say it was shortly after 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon when officers received a report that 3 masked men had entered a home in Boodle Bay, held the occupants at bay, and demanded cash. The male resident was shot during that incident and is currently detained in hospital. The culprits were captured by police. Investigations are continuing. 3 men arraigned before the magistrate's court today on separate criminal charges, including housebreaking, indecent assault, and armed robbery.
19-year-old Bendrico Bain, wearing the red shirt, was hauled before Magistrate Andrew Forbes in connection with a home invasion incident in the Pioneers Loop area on Wednesday of last week. Bain, a resident of 8 Mile Rock, was one of 3 young men who allegedly kicked in the door of a home and made off with a quantity of stolen items. In court today, Bain was charged with 1 count of housebreaking and 1 count of armed robbery. Bain was remanded to Her Majesty's prison until March 5th of next year. The search continues for his 2 alleged accomplices. Also from the court, 18-year-old Brian Taylor of Pioneers Loop appeared in court on housebreaking charges. Taylor pled not guilty to 3 counts of housebreaking and was granted bail in the amount of $7,000 with 1 or 2 sureties. He was ordered to return to court in May of next year, and in the interim, he will be wearing an ankle monitoring bracelet. Taylor is accused of breaking into several homes in the Hudson Estate area. And a 31-year-old man appeared in court today on indecent assault and burglary charges. Marvin Stewart of Seahorse Village was charged with 2 counts of indecent assault, 1 count of assault with intent to commit rape, 1 count of unlawful sexual intercourse, and 1 count of burglary. These charges stem from an incident in the Freeport area this past Friday. Stewart was also remanded to prison until January 17th of next year.
Now, in light of the recent increase in housebreakings, police officials are advising members of the public to take additional precautions. Sabrina Brown has the Facebook story of the night.
Tonight's Facebook story of the night is brought to you by Sky Bahamas.
Police have been busy investigating a string of house breakings in recent months. While authorities are doing their part to curtail this growing problem, Press Liaison Officer Assistant Superintendent of Police Clarence Reckley says there are measures that residents can take to safeguard against burglary. He says you should always be aware of your surroundings and pay close attention to what is going on in your neighborhood.
Anything that you see is out of the ordinary or unusual, call the police. Let us come and check it out. But as far as securing your home, we ask that you secure your home as best you could. There are alarm systems in place. There are burglar bars you can put on your home. Whatever you feel you must do to secure your property, we recommend that you do that.
ASP Reckley is also advising residents to keep their surroundings as clear as possible.
Some areas is very dark, so we encourage those persons who do not have those outside night guard lights to try and seek putting night guard lights in your property. There's some houses that have high walls. Persons can be trying to enter your home, and persons on the outside or your neighbors can't even see what's going on because of your wall being so high.
According to the senior police officer, one crime-fighting initiative that has proven to be successful is the Neighborhood Watch program.
We must continue to look out for our neighbors, get to know your neighbors. There's some areas where persons live and don't even know who the neighbors are. And if you know your neighbor, you look out for each other. You're out, your neighbor's watching your house. Your neighbor is out, you're watching your neighbor's house.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS News.
Now that was our Facebook story of the night. The question is, what would motivate you to join a neighborhood crime watch group in your area? We welcome your feedback. Stay with us, Newsnight 13, back in a moment.